We are still in the middle of winter, even though it doesn't feel like it. That shows just how much the weather can vary this time of year. Certified meteorologist Mike Grogan breaks down February's historic numbers and extremes.
February may be the shortest month, but arguably the most extreme for the Tulsa area. Let's talk average temperatures first, though. We start to see that warming trend taking hold coming out of the coldest point of our winter, with an average low at the start of the month at 29 degrees, ending up at 36 degrees for that average low by the end of the month. Temperatures also climb regarding highs, starting the month at 51 on February 1st for that average, and then at the end, it's closer to 58. So it's a warming trend, but still very much one that is a lot like winter, and certainly reflective of that in the precipitation, where Tulsa averages just a mere 1.62 inches of rainfall and snowfall factored into that with liquid equivalent. Now, this is a dry time of year, and certainly this is the case this year, with only 1/100th of an inch of rainfall being recorded for the first 10 days of the month. But it is our snowiest month on record for Tulsa, an average of 2.5 inches. But of course, we have seen some years with far more than that, like 2011, almost 2 feet for that 28-day stretch. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Let's talk temperature extremes. It can be a warm month, in fact, downright hot in a few cases. 90 degrees. We've hit that twice. 1911 and more recently 1996, and a number of days have been in the 80s. But at the other extreme, Tulsa has been as cold as -15. That was back in 1905, and more recently -13, the second coldest temperature of the month. And when you factor that all in, that is a 105-degree spread between the coldest and the hottest temperature, the most of any given month. And then, of course, there was the big snowstorm of 2011. Most of the snow fell at the start of the month on February 1st, 14 inches. Tulsa's biggest snowstorm on record. I-44, parts of that stretch, up to 20 inches of snow fell in places like Owasso up to Miami. And then with that giant snowpack, we ended up with a mind-numbing -31-degree temperature in Nowata, the coldest in Oklahoma history. In terms of severe weather, switching gears here, we can have that. In fact, we do average about a tornado per month in February for the state of Oklahoma. We've had as many as 13, though, in 2023. Thankfully, the last 2 years, no tornadoes recorded. Hopefully, that is a trend that will carry on for the rest of our February as well.